session, that is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who all are joining the call today?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanvat Manam, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Guru Maharaj ki Jai. This is Arvind Akshat from Chicago. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vindas Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Prabhu, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashamati Priya Devidasi from Chicago. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Yashamati Priya Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Rana. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call very regularly and giving association. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Sundarangi Radha Devi Dasi from India. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Sundarangi Radha Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. This is Shama Gauri Devidasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna, Shama Gauri Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I think Prabhuji had joined, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. I welcome all of you once again. Thank you, everyone, for joining today's Bhakti Sangha. Today, we are really fortunate to have His Grace Gaur Vilas Prabhuji to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, verse 8.23.30 and 31. Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Prabhuji, for giving your valuable time and association in this Bhakti Sangha conference call. We are really fortunate to hear from you today on this topic of Bhagavatam. Over to you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you. Thank you all the devotees for this opportunity to serve. Let's begin with our prayers. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuru Nilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavasya Shri Rupam Satrajata Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagaspate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Mancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shannavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, welcome everyone. Thank you for this opportunity. So we are continuing our discussion from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 23. The demigods regain the heavenly planets. And I think today we will be discussing the last two verses of this beautiful section of Bali Maharaj and Vamana Dev. We recite the 30th verse. Yaidam deva devasya hareratputa karmanah avataram charitam shrinmanyati param gatim. Translation. If one hears about the uncommon activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his various incarnations, he is certainly elevated to the higher planetary systems and even brought back home, back to Godhead. Priyamane karmanidam daive pitte yatamanushe yatra yatranukityeta tattesham sukritam viduhu. Whenever the activities of Vaman Dev are described in the course of a ritualistic ceremony, whether the ceremony be performed to please the Devta, demigod, please one's forefathers in Pitriloka, or to celebrate a social event like marriage, that ceremony should be understood to be extremely auspicious for both. There are three kinds of ceremonies. Specifically, the ceremonies to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead or the demigod. Those performed for social celebrations like marriages and birthdays, and those meant to please the forefathers like the Shraddha ceremony. In all these ceremonies, the large amounts of money are spent for various activities. But here it is suggested that if, along with this, there is a recitation of the wonderful activities of Vamana Dev, certainly the ceremony will be carried out successfully and will be free of all discrepancies. Hare Krishna. The process of devotional service is all auspicious one. As now we are concluding this wonderful story of Bali Maharaj's devotion, appearance of Vamana Dev, and these two verses, they very, very wonderfully describe the power of Vaishnava Katha and the power of Vishnu Katha or Krishna Katha. They are both extremely auspicious. In fact, in Bhagavatam, more than Krishna Katha, Vaishnava Katha is described in most of the cantos, apart from the 10th canto. In all the other cantos, Krishna Katha is glorified in such a way that it brings out the qualities of Vaishnava. And Krishna Katha and Vaishnava Katha, they are both extremely auspicious. Bhakti is called as Shubhada. It is all auspicious one. There is nothing inauspicious in the path of devotional service. And anybody who comes in touch with Krishna consciousness, he becomes purified of all the contamination, conditioning. Vaishnava Katha is equally potent. Shrutasya pumsam suchirashramasya nanvanjasa suriviritu arthaha tattat gunano shravanam mukunda padarabindam hrideshu yesham. This beautiful verse describes the importance of Vaishnava Katha. If somebody with great endeavor goes to the spiritual master to hear Shuchira Shramatya, what he should hear? He should hear about Tattat Gunanu Shravanam, should hear about the glories of the devotees of God. What is so special about them? They have lotus feet of Krishna in their heart. And if you see this entire section, it's all glories of Bali Maharaj. Vamandev appears, Krishna appears to glorify his devotees. One very beautiful word used in this 30th verse is Harer Adbhut Karmanaha. This word has come earlier also in the first canto. Harer Adbhut Karmana. It had come in the first canto. Anyone remembers where it had come in the first canto? And this one word glorifies the Lord's very unique quality. Harer Adbhut Karmana. This means the Lord who is the performer of wonderful activity. It comes in the first canto when Yudhishthira Maharaj is completely confused and bewildered and he thinks, I am responsible for all this massacre. Crores of soldiers are killed in Kurukshetra war. I am responsible. Everybody is trying to convince him. Vyasadev, Dhaumya, other sages, even Krishna. And Krishna is not able to convince Yudhishthira Maharaj. That Krishna, the Supreme Lord who convinced Arjuna to fight the war, could not convince Yudhishthira Maharaj. Why? There the word was used, Harer Adbhut Karmanaha. What was so adbhut about it? Krishna, who is in the heart of Yudhishthira as Paramatma, he is telling Yudhishthira Maharaj, don't listen to the Krishna, Supreme Lord who standing in front. That is the adbhut karmana of Krishna. Why? Because he wants the world to know the glories of Bhishma. In fact, the Lord works only to glorify his devotees. He works in such a way that he brings out the best out of his devotees. He is the best in it. How to bring out the best of a person. Many times when people they speak something, they bring out the worst of others. Krishna tries to bring out the best of his devotees. That's why he puts his devotees in certain situations. He may put devotees in such difficult situations, they look that it is a great calamity. But Krishna wants to show the world, just be my devotee, how great he is. And this entire section of Bali Maharaj and Vamandev describes the glory of Bali Maharaj, how great Bali Maharaj is. He himself tells, Pumsam shlagyatamam manye dandam arhatam marpitam yamnamata pratabhrata suridashadishanti. My Lord, in the past, many superiors have punished their subordinates, mothers, fathers, teachers, but nobody has punished like you have punished. Krishna, he has put Bali Maharaj in the greatest difficult testing times, situation. Why? Harer Adbhut Karmana. He wants to bring out the best of his devotee. He wants to glorify his devotee for time immemorial. Krishna is Sarva Saundarya Sangraham. And the best part of his beauty is Sarva Saundarya Sangraham means he is the abode of all beauty. Bhuvana Sundara. He is all attractive, all beautiful, full of all opulences. But the best part of his beauty is he wants to give all the credit to his devotee. Sarva Saundarya Sangraham. He likes to glorify his devotee. He likes to give credit to his devotee. And that's the purpose Lord works in this material world. He has not the purpose to work. He doesn't want to glorify himself. Lord feels more pleasure. He gets more pleasure when he sees his devotees being glorified. It's like fathers and mothers, they like to hear the glories of their children. They are happy when their children are glorified. And similar emotion is there with the Lord. He likes to glorify his devotees. And he relishes it to a great extent when he sees his devotees being glorified. And throughout the Bhagavatam, so many different stories are there just to glorify his devotee. And as 31st verse purport says, anything becomes auspicious when Krishna consciousness is added in that. Otherwise, everything is all waste of time and energy. Bhagavatam describes first canto, Arjuna says, Idam mi pumsa tapasa shrutasya va shvishtasya suptasya cha buddhidastayo avichyuto artha karvibhir nirupito yad tamashloka gunanuvarnanam. Whatever skills we may have, we are good in all the scriptures, we can chant all the mantras, we can do lots of tapasya, we can do dan, we can do yajna. If all that is not used to glorify the Lord, uttama shloka gunanu varnanam, it's all waste. Because if this is not added, everything else is worthless. न तथा हि अथवान राजन पूयेत तपादिभिः यथा कृष्णार्पित प्राण तत्पुरुष निषेवया. Not at all auspicious. Anybody who comes in touch with Supreme Lord, he becomes all auspicious. What to speak of the Lord? Anybody who comes in touch with the pure devotees of the Lord, he also becomes purified. Na tatha hi aghavan rajan, there is no sin which cannot be purified by serving the great devotees of God. Tat Purusha Nishevaya. Entire Bhagavad is full of wonderful glories of the Lord and wonderful glories of the devotees of God. Just by hearing these glories, we are purified. Just by hearing the glories of the Lord, we are purified. Rupa Goswami describes that path of bhakti is Shubhada. How it is Shubhada? Jiva Goswami gives 4 reasons. First is, it is Prinanam. It is very beneficial for everyone. Sarva Jagatam Anuraktata. It attracts everyone. Sadgunadi Pradatvam. It creates good qualities, auspicious qualities. Sukha Pradatvam. It creates happiness. It gives happiness, unlimited happiness. So that is the path of Krishna consciousness. It is all Shubha. There is nothing inauspicious in this path of Krishna consciousness. It is all wonderful path. And anyone who comes in touch with this process of Krishna consciousness, he gets purified. Purified of all the desires, all the contaminated desires. Only bhakti can purify one of all the contaminated desires. Nothing else purifies. Time destroys everything in this material world, but time doesn't destroy one thing. What is that one thing which is not destroyed by time? Gajendra, he describes that. He says, after he's struggling to be freed from I'm sorry.
Yeah. There was some. Now it should be clear. Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
As Gajendra, he offers his beautiful prayers. He is struggling and he's trying to be free from the clutches of this crocodile. After trying for 1,000 years, he realizes that I can't do it. He's about to die. He's about to leave his body. And then he starts offering his prayers. In the beginning, his prayers were for relief. Madrik prapanna pashupasha vimokshanaya muktaya bhuri karunaya namolaya. Oh my Lord, you are free. You are compassionate. Please release me from the clutches of this crocodile. After offering prayers for some time, Gajendra, he is relieved of all the misery. He understands the futility of this material existence. And then he says, oh my Lord, I don't want to get freed from this crocodile, because this body, it is already ignorant. It is covered by ignorance. Externally also I have an elephant body, dull elephant, dull animal. Externally also I am covered with ignorance. Internally also I am covered with ignorance. I don't want to live and continue in this ignorant body. Please free me from this ignorance. Time doesn't destroy ignorance. Ichhami kalena nayasya viplava tasyatmaloka varnayasya moksham. Jijivishena aham. I don't want to live. Antar bahicha avrita. I am covered by ignorance, internally, externally. Ichhami kalena nayasya viplava. In the due course of time, this ignorance is not destroyed. When we come in touch with Krishna consciousness, bhakti purifies us of all the contaminated desires. It is all auspicious. Nothing else destroys our inauspiciousness as Krishna consciousness. And when we hear the glories of Bhagavatam, glories of devotional service, then we understand and we develop a desire. I want to get purified. Bali Maharaj's story is a story which describes how one can be tested. Another story which is described wonderfully in Bhagavatam is about this Vritrasur. The story of Vritrasur, it is another story which very graphically describes externals. They don't matter for a devotee. However testing the situations may be, but Krishna puts his devotee in a situation so that he can bring out the best of that devotee. Bali Maharaj was tested to the extreme. Vritrasur was tested to the extreme. Chitraketu Maharaj was cursed to be a demon. And as he was born, this Vritrasur was such a huge demon. His name is Vritra Asura. Vritra means one who covers. He was such a huge demon, he covered the entire sky. That's why he was called as Vritra Asura. He attacked the demons, attacked the Devatas. And he started destroying the Devatas. The Devatas were very powerful. All the demons, as they were shooting the arrows and their various weapons, the Devatas were destroying all the weapons, even before the weapons would reach them. And Devatas, they had such power because of this Narayana Kavacha. They started killing the demons. They started destroying the demons, and the demons started fleeing away. They started running away. And seeing the demons running, Vritrasur, he chastises the demons. He says, "Oh demons, you are fearful of death. Everybody is sure to die in this material world. Why are you running away? Jatasya mrityu dhruva eva sarvataha pratikriyayasya nacheha klipta." He gives Bhagavad Gita class on the battlefield to demons. Vritrasur gives 3 lectures. One to the demons, other to Devatas, and third lecture to Indra. First lecture is giving to the demons. Oh demons, why are you running away? Oh Viprachitti, oh Shambhara, oh Pulomi, Arnava. He speaks all these names and says, why are you running away? You are fearful of death. Death will come anyway. Anybody who is born is sure to die. But one who accepts this death on the battlefield, that death becomes glorious. For a warrior, to die by a mosquito bite is not glorious. If a warrior dies on the battlefield, that is glorious. And he says there are 2 types of deaths which are glorious. One is the death of a devotee. If a devotee practices Krishna consciousness whole life and then leaves his body with his mind absorbed in the Lord, that is glorious. And second is a Kshatriya who dies on the battlefield. That is a glorious death. So it is very, very glorious for you to die on the battlefield. Please don't run away. And all these demons, they are still running away. They don't listen to Vritrasura. And the demigods, what are they doing? They are chasing these demons. They are attacking them from the rear side. And then Vritrasura becomes really angry. He chastises and rebukes the devatas, the demigods. He says, these demons, they have taken birth uselessly. They are like, they have come from the body of their mother just like stool. They are useless. It is described that if a useless son is either described as the urine of father or stool of mother. So he's very strongly chastising and insulting the demons. They are running away. They are like the stool of their mother. Useless. But what is the benefit you will get from killing them? If you kill them from behind, it is not a glorious act for you. You will not get heaven. It is not at all glorious for a person to die, for a Kshatriya to kill a person who is running away from the battlefield. As first canto also it is described, Mattam pramattam unmattam suptam balam striyam jadam prapannam viratham bhitam na ripuhanti dharmavit. Person, a warrior who knows the laws of the Kshatriya war, he never attacks or kills a person who is either mad or intoxicated or inattentive, a sleeping person, a child, a woman, a dumb person. If somebody comes to surrender, prapannam, somebody who is bereft of the chariot, somebody who is fearful, you should not kill that person. So these demons are running away and you are killing them from behind. What is the use of your, being devtas? And this Vritrasura says, if you just stand before me for a moment, if you have faith in heroism, and I will kill you all. And Vritrasura be really challenged. You are actually heroes. You stand, and I will kill you. I'll kill all of you. And if you also run away, I'll not be like you. I'll not kill you from behind. Vritrasura saying like this, he started attacking the devtas with a very terrifying roaring voice. He shouted at the devtas and all the demigods fainted. Just like Bhima, when he would roar, the army would get terrorized. That was the job given to Hanumanji, to roar war cries. And Vritrasura was roaring. And demigods, they could not handle that loud roar. They closed their eyes in fear. Vritrasura, he took up his trident and he threw at the devtas. Before that, as he was walking towards these devtas, he was crushing the devtas like hollow bamboos. Everybody was running away. And as he's carrying his trident, Indra is seeing this huge demon coming towards him. he throws his club. Very big, powerful club of Indra. But if you have seen that famous picture of Vritrasur and Indra fighting, Vritrasur is a huge demon, and club of Indra is the size of his finger of the Vritrasur. And Vritrasur, he just casually picks up, catches that club, and with his left hand, and throws it back at Indra. Completely humiliated. And that club hit Airavata. Airavata, he's a celestial elephant. As he is hit by this club of Indra, thrown by Vritrasur, he is pushed back 14 yards. His mouth broken, he is vomiting blood. And for this action, for this wonderful activity, even Devtas, they glorified Vritrasur. That's how, that is the ideal Kshatriya behavior. If you see somebody exhibiting great prowess, that should be glorified, even though he's an enemy. In the fight between Yakshas and Dhruva, when Dhruva started destroying all the Yakshas by shooting so many arrows, Yakshas, they glorified the prowess of Dhruva. And now Indra, he falls along with the Ravat. Now Vritrasur had a chance to kill Indra, attack Indra, but he stopped. He gave Indra some time because he was not alert. He was just recovering from that attack. Indra, with his nectar-producing hand, he touched the body of Airavat and brought him back to proper state. And then both of them, they are standing there silently, shocked. Indra and Airavat, they are just stunned and silent. They are in complete shock, not able to fight back. They are not able to even understand what should we do now. This entire story of Vritrasur, it comes in many scriptures, many Puranas. But Bhagavatam is specifically glorified as a scripture, as a Puran in which the story of Vritrasur is there. Why? Because Bhagavatam is expert in bringing out the best of a devotee. In other scriptures, Indra is glorified as the hero of this whole pastime. In Bhagavatam, who is the hero? Vritrasur is the hero. Vritrasur is the great hero and a great devotee in this section. That is the speciality of Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam goes to the essence and doesn't so much care about the externals. As a practicing devotee, we should always try to seek the essence. In the midst of so many problems and calamities and confusions in this material world, even in the devotional circle, so much confusion comes sometimes, arguments, politics, so much of the rumors going around. If we are not careful, if we are not seeking the essence, we may get distracted. We will get caught up in the negativity of this material world. Satamayam sara bhritam nisargo yadarthavani shruti chetasamapi pratikshanam navyavadacchu tasya yat striya vitanam iva sadhu varta. The devotees, they are the seekers of essence. Satamayam sara bhritam. They are the seekers of essence. Yadartha, Vani, Shruti, Chetasa, with their mind, body, words, their wealth, they are always glorifying the Lord. For them, the pastimes of Krishna are always new. Pratikshanam Navyavat. Just like for a materialistic person, topics of women and lust, they are always new. They can keep on talking about it whole day, every day. The devotees are attached to Krishna Katha like this. In fact, a devotee is not interested in going to a place where Krishna Katha is not happening, where association of devotees are not there, where festivals for the glorification of the Lord are not happening. The devotees are not interested in going there. Nayatra Vaikuntha Katha Sudhapagana Sadhavo Bhagavatasthadashraya Nayatra Yagyesha Makhama Hutsava Suresha Loko Pinavaisha Sevyatam. Even if it is heaven, a devotee is not interested in going to that place, seeking the essence. Bhagavatam always focuses on the essence. Our essence is our connection with the Supreme Lord. Jivera Swarupa Hoye Krishnera Nityadas. The more we are aware and conscious of the essence, of the purpose, we'll not get distracted. Otherwise, it is so very easy to get distracted in this material world. Our body keeps troubling us. Our mind keeps troubling us. Other people, they trouble us. Supernatural powers are troubling us. If we are not careful of the essence, if we are not seeking the essence, it is so very easy to get distracted. Why we have come here for? To develop our relation with that Supreme Lord. And these stories, they tell us how one should be focused. And that creates auspiciousness, even in the midst of the greatest calamity and inauspiciousness. What can be a greater calamity than becoming a demon? But the story of Vritrasura describes the externals, they don't matter. Bhakti is apratihata. Wherever you are, however you may be, bhakti is completely unaffected by anything of this world. It is like the water on the lotus leaf, never touches the lotus leaf. The dualities of this world, they don't touch the consciousness of a pure devotee. And that's what we have to aspire for. Vritrasura, he starts chastising Indra. He says, Indra, today I will kill you. You are Guruha, Brahmaha, Bhratraha. You are killer of a Brahmana. You are killer of your spiritual master, Vishwarupa. And you are killer of my brother. Today I'll kill you and I'll be free from the debt of my brother. You cut off all the 3 heads of my brother, Vishwarupa. And now, today I am seeing you standing in front of me. Today you'll be killed. And I'll be free of the debt. The process of Krishna consciousness frees us from all the debts we owe to in this material world. The debt to our forefathers, our parents, our relatives, other people who help us, provided we are very, very sincere in our practice of Krishna consciousness. That will help them. That will be the most powerful thing which can help us. Then we don't have to do all the material mundane things to relieve us of the debt. To the extent we are seriously practicing our devotional service, we'll be free of the debts. To the extent we have faith in the process of chanting, we'll be free of the debts. Vritrasura continued, Indra, you are like the butcher. You cut off all the 3 heads of my brother who was a self-realized, sinless Brahmana. He was such a qualified Brahmana. He was Guru and he was appointed by you as your chief priest. And you killed him. Today I will kill you. And even fire will not touch you. Your body will be eaten by vultures. very strong chastisement, because fire is one of the devtas. And Dhritarashtra is saying today, fire also will not touch you. You are so sinful. You have killed your guru, you have killed a brahmana, you have killed my brother. And if all these devtas, they attack me, I will sever their heads also, and I will do a sacrifice for pleasing Bhairava. Dhritarashtra is a devotee of the Lord Vishnu, of Krishna, Sankarshana. But he's not a devotee of Lord Shiva. But here he knows, I have been given this seva, so I will do it very properly. Sometimes we are given a service which we don't like to do. And we feel, why I'm given this service? I want to do some service which is very, very wonderful, which will attract the glory and praise of other devotees. Everybody will glorify me. Dhritarashtra's service was not at all even recognized by anyone. Nobody even knew that he was a devotee. But Dhritarashtra, he knew his purpose. He had faith. He had faith in the plan of the Lord. In fact, in this whole story of Dhritarashtra, Srila Prabhupada writes that Indra is a asur and Dhritarashtra is a sura. Indra is a demon and Dhritarashtra is a demigod. Because what's the criteria of being a demigod or a demon? One who has faith in the Lord. That person is a devta. Vishnu bhakta smritau deva asurastad viparyayaha. Those who have faith in Lord Vishnu, devta. Others are demons. Here we'll see Indra. He has lost his faith in Krishna. He's stunned, standing there. He has Vajra, but still, he's not throwing that Vajra. Dhritarashtra is very strongly instructing Indra. Indra, if you kill me, first he says, I'll kill you, I'll kill all these devtas, but if you kill me and my soldiers, I shall be free of the debts. You will get heaven, and I will attain the dust of the lotus feet of the great devotees like Narada. He describes his heart. Manasvinam pad raja prapatsye. Immediately Indra understands he is not an ordinary demon. He's saying, you will get heaven, and I will go to spiritual world and I'll get the service of great devotees of the Lord. For Dhritarashtra, death is just a step to go to spiritual world. He is born to die. And he's just doing some pastimes, some fighting with Indra, because he knew ultimately Lord Vishnu has made this, he has told Indra to make this thunderbolt so that I'll be killed. It has to happen. So I have to do some of my seva in due course of time. I know I'll be defeated, I'll be killed, but still I'll do my seva properly. So that is the great devotee. Service is more important. The results are not so important. Today only I was just hearing a class by His Holiness Radhanath Sai Maharaj. In that he was making the statement that when we are doing a seva, the outcome is not so important. Our endeavors are important. In what mood we do a service, that is important. If we depend on the blessings of the devotees, if we depend on the blessings of the seniors, on the blessings of the spiritual masters, then whatever the result may be, that doesn't matter. A devotee is not interested in the results. Of course, the results are important, but the blessing of the devotees are there. We should try our best. Then the results come or don't come, that doesn't matter. If we are going for some preaching activity and we are given blessings that you please go and start preaching here, whether somebody becomes a devotee or nobody becomes a devotee, ultimately, what is the purpose of our activity? To please the Lord and to please the devotees of the Lord. If the Lord is pleased, if the devotees are pleased, then our mission is successful. And whether somebody takes to Krishna consciousness or not, that is secondary. But of course, if we are doing preaching and we are not getting the results, then we should always tell our authorities that, okay, this is what is happening. Do you want me to continue? Should not be so much result oriented. We should be only thinking about the blessings of the devotees, seniors, and the instruction of the seniors. If we are blessed by our seniors, then we'll become successful. Externally, materially, we may not become successful, but spiritually, devotionally, we'll be successful. Blessings are very powerful. So Vritrasur says, I'll attain the dust of the great devotees like Narada. He says, just as you desire to live and go to heaven, I desire to die. And I want to attain the lotus feet of the Lord in Vaikuntha. If you kill me, both of our desires will be fulfilled. You will get heaven and I will go to Vaikuntha. Why are you delaying in killing me? Don't doubt this thunderbolt. Don't think that I have spoiled this club of yours. I will destroy this thunderbolt. Please don't doubt this power of thunderbolt. This thunderbolt, it will not be useless. Because this thunderbolt, it is empowered by the prowess of Vishnu and the strength of the austerities of the Diji. He's telling Indra, don't behave like a non-devotee. Don't behave like a demon. I am a demon. You are a devata. Have faith in this thunderbolt. Don't think I'll destroy this thunderbolt like club. No, I'll not do that. Thunderbolt will be surely effective. Don't doubt. Prabhupada writes there. Indra stood there with the thunderbolt, thinking that Vritrasura will destroy the thunderbolt also. But Vritrasura is telling that, oh, please have faith. You will gain victory. You will go to heaven and I'll go to spiritual world. This is a very wonderful story which tells, never judge a devotee based on the externals. When we see some devotee not speaking in a refined way, we may start judging this devotee. He never speaks properly. This devotee, he's lazy. This devotee, he's like that. Never judge a devotee. Correcting a devotee and judging a devotee, tagging a devotee, these are two different things. We should be very, very careful not to judge. There's difference in judging and correcting. Judging means we label a devotee as somebody who will never change. Externals, they are deceptive, especially when it comes to Vaishnava. Vritrasura, externally, he is a demon, but internally, he is a great devotee. He is sticking to the purpose. Everyone in the battlefield has left. All the demons have left. And all the devatas are against Vritrasura. All the sages are trying their best to empower Indra to kill Vritrasura. Everybody is practically against Vritrasura. but he's still fighting to please the Lord. So sometimes we may feel that everybody is against me. Whom am I trying to please? We should be very careful. When things go wrong in our life, when things go wrong in our service, our purpose should be always clear. Arjun was thinking, I'll lose my relatives. I want to be recognized. If I'll kill all these relatives, how will I rule this kingdom? Ritrasura was not thinking like this. All the demons left him. The Devtas are trying to kill him. But he is continuing his seva of fighting. He had no doubt. He knew the purpose. Why he had appeared. Entire world recognized Vritrasur as demon. But he understood, he knew, I will still fight to please Lord and I'll fight to please Narad Muni. He continues. He says, Indra, your victory is assured. Don't doubt this thunderbolt. Fight. Don't put your logical intelligence that this club failed, thunderbolt will also fail. As practicing devotees, many times we lack the faith in the power of devotional service. We have thunderbolt in our hands, but we are thinking whether it will work or not. Should I chant? What is the use of chanting? I am chanting since so many decades, nothing is happening. Is it working? Should I use this more? Should I chant more? Nothing has happened so far. Our mind may give so many reasons. You have all these anarthas, even after, and especially after a few decades of practice, anarthas, they come out like poison. Things which I've never experienced, never thought, they start coming in the mind. We should have faith in the prowess of Lord Vishnu and the blessing of the devotees. It works. The process of Krishna consciousness works. Have that faith. And our faith becomes strong when we associate with devotees who have that faith. By reading of scriptures, by praying to the Lord, by hearing how Lord has never given up on anyone so far. He has never given up on anyone. A devotee is always Asha Bandha. He never thinks, nothing will happen to me. Maybe I'll not become successful in my practice. Rupa Goswami describes in Padyavali, says, Prachinanam bhajanamatulam dushkaram shinvato me nairashyayam jvalatiridayam bhaktileshalasasya vishwadrichinnagara tava karnakarunya vichi asha bindukshiptamidamupaityantare hanta shaityam. He says, oh my Lord, when I hear the great devotional service performed by the devotees of the past, Prachinanam bhajan, atula bhajan, they have done such incredible bhakti, dushkaram. When I hear about Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath and Sanatan Goswami, intense devotional service, Srila Prabhupada, Saraswati Thakur, where am I? Nairashyayam jvalatiridayam bhaktileshalasasya. My heart burns in pain because I have no devotion. Bhaktileshalasasya. I have not even a drop of bhakti. But then I remember your mercy. Vishwadrichinnagara tava karnakarunya vichi. When I hear, when I remember how you have shown mercy on every devotee, whoever they may be, Brahma to an ant, you are showing mercy to everyone. Asha bindu ukshiptam. The cooling drops of hope are sprayed on my burning heart. So that's how we should always be hopeful. If you're not an optimist, you are an atheist, as it is said. So sometimes we should go beyond our logical intelligence and put faith in the Lord's power, in the power of the chanting, in the power of the blessings. And we'll get the blessings of Vaishnavas when we please them. It is not just a mechanical, oh Prabhuji, Mataji, please give me your blessings. We are not hunting for blessing. Oh, blessing, where will I get blessing? Blessing comes from a heart which is pleased by our seva. That is automatic. If we tell somebody, some devotee, Prabhuji, please bless me, Mataji, please bless me, they may, you know, they may say, okay, I'll pray for you. But that blessing is not coming from the heart. It is just external. Actual blessing comes when we please a devotee. So we should always endeavor to increase the intensity of our devotional practice to please the devotees. If the devotees are not pleased, we may be doing big seva, but if our seva is not pleasing to the devotees, Krishna will not be pleased. We may get some happiness, we may feel good that I am doing such wonderful seva, but devotees are not pleased by our seva. We are not here to please the world. Vritrasura was not there to please Devatas and the demons. He was there to please Narad Muni and the Supreme Lord. If they are pleased, Yasmin Tushte Jagat Tushtam. Indra, he was thinking, maybe Vritrasura is cheating me. He will make this thunderbolt also useless. Vritrasura says, no, please don't think like this. I will not do this. Please hear the determination of my mind. Now Vritrasura tells his heart, Aham samadhaya mano yathahana sankarshanat charanaravinde. I will fix my mind at the lotus feet of Lord Sankarshan. And you use this thunderbolt, I'll be free from this material bondage and I shall attain the destination of Narad Muni. And Narad Muni, Indra may say, well, you are a devotee of Sankarshan. What if Sankarshan, gives you the blessing and he gives you heaven? What will happen to me? So Vritrasura says, don't worry. Lord will not give me wealth of heaven. You know why? Because Lord knows the wealth of this world corrupts. Wealth of this world creates hatred, agitation, envy, anxiety, pride, quarrel, hypocrisy, calamity. So he will not give me the wealth of heavens. Don't worry about it. As we get opulences in our life, we may get lax, we may get little distracted from the intense devotional service. So therefore, Vritrasura says, he will not give me. He never gives the material opulences to his Ekanta Bhakta. Of course, he gives to the pure devotees because Lord knows if I'll give my pure devotee the wealth of this world, they'll not be distracted. The criteria is, if the Lord thinks and understands that this devotee of mine will not be distracted, he gives. Vritrasura, after speaking all this, he says this Indra is always making material calculations. He will never understand. Let me offer prayers to the Supreme Lord. And then he starts offering beautiful prayers, the 4 celebrated prayers of Vritrasura, which covers the entire philosophy of Krishna consciousness. Aham harer tava padaika mula dasanudaso bhavitasmi bhuyah mana smareta supater gunam se ganitava karma karotu kayah. Oh my Lord, I want to become the servant of your servants. The Lord may say, "O Vritrasur, very soon I will bring you by my side. Please ask for a boon." Vritrasur says, "I have three desires, O my Lord. Manah smareta supater gunamste. With my mind, I want to always remember your glories. Grini tavak, with my words, I want to glorify your activities. Karma karo tu kaya, with my action, with my body, I want to serve you. Dasanudas bhava." Prabhupada emphasizes on that. The Lord might say, "I'll give you all the results, including heaven and liberation, O Vritrasur." He says, no. The next is a very beautiful verse which comes 3 times in Bhagavatam. Nanakaprishtam na cha parameshtyam na sarvabhaumam narasadhipatyam na yoga siddhir punarbhavam ma samanjasatvam virahayya kangshe. This verse is spoken by Nagapatnis. This verse is spoken by Uddhavji in the 11th canto. And Vritrasur speaks this. I don't want anything of this world. I don't want Dhruvaloka. I don't want Satyaloka. I don't want entire Bhumandal. I don't want all the lower planetary systems. I don't want mystic siddhis. I don't want liberation. Oh my Lord, I only want to serve you. He gives 3 examples. Just like the baby birds, they wait for the mother to come and feed them and protect them. Just like the calf waits for being released so that he can go and drink the milk from the mother. And then in both these examples, Vritrasur thinks there is no seva in these two. Then the third example he gives, just like the wife who is waiting for her husband to come so that she can serve her husband. Similarly, oh my Lord, I want to serve you. Ajata paksha iva mataram khagastanyam yatha vatsatara shudharta priyam priyeva vishutam vishanna mano arvindaksha dridikshate tvam. I only yearn for the opportunity to serve you. Then after speaking all these things, Vritrasur, he thinks, how can I ask for such a great privilege? He becomes humble and he says, oh my Lord, I can't even desire to get liberated. I'll be roaming around in this material world because of my activities. I only want one thing. I want to get association of your devotees. Mama uttama shloka janeshu sakhyam samsara chakram bhramata swakarma bhi tvanmaya atmatmajadara gehe shvasakta chittasya nanata bhuyat. I don't want to get attached to this material world. All the while, Indra is hearing all these things, and Indra starts thinking, he is not a demon, he is a great devotee. How can I kill a devotee? But still, he had to kill Vritrasur. And Vritrasur attacks Indra very fiercely. Now Indra takes his Vajra, he cuts off one of the arms of Vritrasur. Vritrasur doesn't stop. He pounces on Indra and he swallows Indra along with Airavat. All the Devtas and all the great rishis, they start lamenting, oh, Indra is gone. But Indra didn't die because he was protected by Narayan Kavach. And Vritrasur, he thought, now I have killed Indra. My purpose is fulfilled. He entered Samadhi. And in his Samadhi, he left this body. And he already got liberated. He went to the spiritual world. Indra, he used his power and cut off the abdomen of Vritrasur. Came out. Dead body. Vritrasur is already gone. Indra started cutting off the neck of Vritrasur. It took him 1 year to cut the neck of Vritrasur. But actually, Vritrasur was not there. He was already in the spiritual world. So this wonderful story of Vritrasur and this wonderful story of Bali Maharaj, which we are hearing, which we have heard, this describes how externals can be very deceptive. And we should be very, very careful while dealing with devotees. And Lord is only working to increase the glory of his devotees. This whole section of Bali Maharaj, Vamanadev glorified Bali Maharaj. How great devotee he is. So that's how we understand Bhagavatam is full of wonderful examples so that we can get inspired and become more and more intense in our practice of Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. I'll stop here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for this very, very wonderful session of Vritrasura. It's very, very inspiring and mind. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. So, Sunil Prabhu, you can please ask your question.
Hare Krishna Prabhu Dandatpalam. Thank you so much for a very beautiful pastime. This Vitrasa pastime is my favorite. Thank you so much, Prabhu. And Prabhuji, you have said that we should not hunt for the blessings. Blessings will come when we serve the devotees by they will give from their heart. So, Prabhu, are there any immediate symptoms that I can know I got the blessings? Ultimately, is Krishna fame, but any immediate symptoms?
The symptoms of blessings are our taste for Krishna consciousness, chanting, hearing, seva is increasing. That means we are blessed by the devotees and we have received the mercy of the Lord. That is directly proportionate. If our taste is increasing, if the devotees are pleased with us, if it may happen that we are chanting nicely, but the devotees are not pleased with our actions, that means we'll not get the mercy of the Lord. Very easy to understand is ask some of the devotees, am I doing right? Any changes I should make in my devotional practice, in my dealing? Many times we are very scared to ask these questions to some devotees because we know that these devotees will always chastise me only. So we should be eager to take that correction in right mood. Otherwise, if you're just thinking, I feel good by doing this, whether devotees feel good or not, feel good, who cares? No, then will not advance. If the devotees are pleased, then Krishna is pleased. And the ultimate outcome is our taste for chanting will increase, will be more attentive. So not so difficult to find out if we have received the mercy of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So the answer is if we are getting the taste, then we have received the blessings, otherwise not.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you. So, Prabhuji, we have faith that Krishna will take care, but at certain point there is some when we will know that we should take actions in few things, like we shouldn't be waiting, or where we should use our intelligence, handle things.
Tesham satadayuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam. When we pray to the Lord, the Lord gives that intelligence, how much to tolerate and when to act. There's a beautiful statement. O Lord, give me the strength to change the things which I can, courage to accept the things which I can't, and the wisdom to understand the difference between the two. That wisdom will come by the practice of devotional service sincerely. As it is described in the first canto, when Arjun, he arrested Ashwatthama. Initially, Krishna was telling, kill him. After hearing all the words of Draupadi, Krishna said, don't kill him. Yudhishthira is saying, don't kill him. Nakula said, Dev, don't kill him. Only one person is saying, kill him. That was Bhima. And then Krishna says, Arjun, you have to please everybody. You have taken a vow of killing Ashwatthama. You have to please Draupadi also. You have to satisfy Yudhishthira. Bhima and me. Now you please decide. Sut Goswami says a beautiful word. Arjuna sasagyaya harer hardam mathasena manim jahar murthanyam jasya samurdhajam. He says Arjuna could understand the heart of Krishna. Harer hardam. Why? How he could understand the heart of Krishna? Because he served Krishna throughout his life. So when we are serving the Lord, we'll definitely be given that intelligence, how to act. And if we are still confused, ask some devotees, ask the seniors. They'll guide us, and we should have faith to execute the orders of our superiors. So that is how Krishna is always working. He is always guiding us. If we are not able to hear that guidance, that instruction, ask some devotees. Ultimately, Prabhupada writes that we should train ourselves to hear the Lord. Paramatma, as Paramatma, Krishna is speaking always. We should hear that Paramatma speaking. And gradually, we will take right decisions. Our maturity in Krishna consciousness is decided by how we take decisions at the spur of the moment. If we are taking right decisions, that means we are guided by the Lord. That's the difference between the pure devotees and the practicing sadhaka. The pure devotees are guided by the Lord. So they never make mistakes. Or if they are put in some situations, they will surely come out of it. As Brahmaji says, my words, they never go wrong. My mind, it never deters from the righteous path. My senses, they never go towards sense gratification. Because I have caught hold of the lotus feet of the Lord with great zeal. Na bharati me angam rishopalakshate na vai kvachin me manaso mrishagati na me rishikani patantya satpate yanmai ridautkantyavatadrito hari. So the more we catch hold of the lotus feet of the Lord by our sincere practice, by prayers, by chanting attentively, dadami buddhi, that will happen for sure. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. One more small thing. I recently heard that one thing is that you in this material world right now, currently in the age of Kali Yuga, we have to use the way the others are using. Like if the people are crooked, you have to be crooked. Otherwise, it is not correct. Like it will not work. So this is one statement I am hearing. But I have also heard that you should never hurt others in any situation, or you should, at least the conveying should be very right way, like that. So now can you please, if you can explain these two things, and both the policy come together.
When to apply this principle of Trinadapi Sunichena, when not to apply. One time a devotee asked this question to His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. Krishna Chandra Prabhu asked, some of you know him, he is Rishikesh Mafatlal, the owner of Mafatlal companies, very, very senior devotee in our Radha Gopinath congregation. He was asking how to apply this principle in our corporate scenario. If I am not chastising the workers who are not working properly, they'll not work. So how to be humble at the same time, run this company? So Maharaj, he answered that for you, correcting the workers, that is humility. Chastising the workers who are not working properly, that is humility. Because ultimately a devotee is concerned with serving Krishna. If I don't serve Krishna, if I don't chastise this person properly or correct this person properly, he'll not work. Then I'll not get the proper benefits to serve Krishna. Was Arjuna dealing with all the soldiers of Kauravas properly? No, I will not kill. Trinadapi Sunichena. I will tolerate. No, he was killing them. So it is not about just not killing or not hurting others. It is about what I am aiming for. What is my intention behind this action? If my actions are for pleasing Krishna, and if I can do it without hurting others, okay, I'll do it. It is not that, what can I do? I spoke something which was meant to be spoken. No. Our words also are very important. Sometimes we have to speak in a strong way, assertive way. But if we are making a habit of speaking harshly, then it is wrong. Then it will come to devotees also. So we should try our best to speak in a polite way and get things done. But if it is needed, then we have to be assertive and we have to be strong. Sometimes we have to be very strong and correct a person or demand our rights, provided it is for our service to Krishna. So it is very important. We can't allow others to exploit us just because we are devotees and we follow Trinadapi Sunichena. Prabhupada once said, humility means to act boldly for Krishna. So that is humility. The principle should be very clear. I want to serve Krishna, and if needed, I will be strong and assertive. I'll be firm. And if needed, I'll fight back. That should not be our first course of action. If things can be done in a peaceful way, polite way, that should be our first protocol. If needed, we have to be strong. If you're running a company, you can't be very pleasing to the workers. Oh, you want to work? No problem. Okay, then they'll never work. You have to be strong. If you make an impression that inko chalta hai, anything we do and he's a devotee, so he will not do anything. No, then you are not able to serve Krishna properly. So that's all. Because this world is full of materialistic people. And we have to understand our purpose. Otherwise, materialistic people, if we are just kind and gentle, thinking that let them do whatever they want, and I'll be humble and gentle, they will exploit us for their material sense gratification. So we have to be very strong. Arjuna was in that situation. He wanted to be non-violent. Krishna said, no, you have to kill them. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Wonderful points, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Yes, Prabhu. There are no questions or comments, Prabhu. Maybe if you're okay, we can end the call here.
Yes. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. We will pay
Prabhupada
obeisance
ki
to
jai.
your excellency and all devotees.
Vasha
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa
कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो
नमो
नमः
नमः
की जय श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय प्रेस गौर विलास प्रभु जी की जय थैंक यू
जय हरे
प्रभु
कृष्ण प्रभु जी हरे
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna.
हरे